Careful, I bite.
Penitent looks at you silently, expectantly. There is the slightest flicker of acknowledgement in his eyes. Penitent blinks. You think. You are dismissed.
At least things have stayed interesting. Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
What's that?
Sorry if you hurt me and who hurt me. He says to love is better than to fight, and I cannot agree.
Maybe you should listen to the rodent more often. Exclusively, even.
The smell of adventure in the very heart of the city.
City's lowering intestine, perhaps?
Better yet, what swifter way to strike a devil's butt than to crawl through its innards?
What are we supposed to be doing?
Wizard told us to watch for troublemakers.
There.
Wizard called it the sewer.
Well, Whatever it's called, it's impressive. And it tastes great.
Did you go for
it? Don't know how to swim.
Must have been some other oozing, stinking lump floating downstream.
I keep forgetting. What are we supposed to be doing?
Wizard told us to watch for troublemakers.
Is something burdening you? Make space, and my might is yours. Well chosen. Minsc is so amazing!
Hardly the noblest conflict we've encountered, but criminals will have their squabbles, even in the looming shadow of utter annihilation.
You're so adorable when you're thinking what to say.
The cub speaks.
I wasn't expecting it, but I'm glad to have some company on this journey.
Let's talk.
A little rest to brush the road from Boo's fur, and then back to our adventuring. It is a phrase in the old tongue of Rashiman, meaning blunt blade. Even in the very belly of their battle rage, a berserker must always know friend from foe. A berserker who cannot must into battle with a blunted sword, so that their rage might harm none but themselves. Boo and I, we thank you for your kind words, my friend. But Minsc knows when he has made a mess that is for him and him alone to clean. But still, I will strive to be worthy of this faith you show in me. After all, even a blunt blade can break some bones, is it not so?
What's
by
the
the
name
glory
of
of
that
Mother
river
Gith.
down there?
Tell me you've taken the Orphic Hammer.
The sewer.
Kithrak Voss, may the astral sea be still as you cross it.
And may your mind be of steel, so your blade may be of silver to Lakmagir. Have you retrieved the Orphic Hammer? Will our prince's chains finally be broken? Then I will wait here until you have. The chains that bind Orpheus also bind the whole of the Githyanki people. The remaining honor guard serve as my eyes and ears. Vlaakith's forces hunt you and the prism. My allies have slayed more than you know, so that you might travel freely. As for those that break through, you've proven more than capable of bleeding them yourself.
A friendly face at last. Are you going to the party as well? I know. Bit strange, isn't it? But then you have to be open to trying new things. The venue's called The Palace. Not sure what it stands for, but it sounds very exclusive. My date's supposed to meet me here, but there's no sign of him. You haven't seen him, have you? Pale, skinny, extremely piercing eyes. Looks a bit like your friend here.
Oh dear. I assure you, it's not.
It's funny. He was ever so keen for me to come. He didn't seem the type to cancel. Normal. Mostly. Didn't have much of an appetite at dinner, though he said he was saving himself for tonight. He was so enthusiastic. I don't understand why he hasn't shown up. Now you mention it, he brought his own wine with him to the Mermaid last night. Strange smell it had. Kind of metallic. You know what? I might give this party a miss. Plenty more fish in the Chionthar, as they say. If you see him, don't tell him I was here. Just tell him I wasn't ready to be in a relationship. I'm sure he'll understand.
You're so adorable when you're thinking what to say.
Curious. Arabella seems not to notice you as you approach. She's as intent on examining a peculiar stone as she is unbothered by the corpses littered on the ground.
Arabella?
Hey! I had a feeling you'd show up. It's sort of our thing, like it's fate or something. Check out the stone. It's magic. Incredible, right?
You are flooded with memories of the distant past. Creatures slain, lovers reunited, spells crackling through the air. The stone holds records of all who have passed by it. Arabella is collecting them. It's as natural as breathing for her.
And I've only scratched the surface. I want to know everything. Bone Man was right. The weave will take care of me. I just need to listen. Bandits came at me with daggers. They didn't know who they were messing with. Yep, and I like it that way. Bone Man told me to follow the weave, to let it guide me. I've learned a lot thanks to him, and I'm still learning. Don't worry about me, I'll be just fine. I'll see you soon enough. Bone Man said so. Again.
We see, we know.
It's leaking again.
It's not.
What's crying?
They do it when
I didn't know you well back then.
surviving despite everything.
Oh dear. Someone's left a trap out for us. How delicious. Certainly.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
To trip headlong through it, yes? To trip headlong through it, yes?
At least things have stayed interesting.
And what of the Stone Lord when all of this is done?
Perhaps Lady Orin will reacquaint him with our lord. We are old friends, after all.
A little rest to brush the road from Boo's fur, and then back to our adventuring. Miniature as Boo is, he is also giant. You will need to make room for us, my friend. Minsc and Boo stand ready. Just tell us where to do it.
see me? Sounds like fun. Let's go.
To arms! Wait, no! To swords! Who says smite? That means I must hit you very hard, I think.
I wonder if this is worth the cost. Nothing important is ever easy. One day, I'll catch a break.
Trace. What can we rescue?
To glory, or glorious death! Whose battle cry is too high for your hearing, but you should tremble all the same.
Never a dull moment. Have to keep going. Nothing will stand in my way. Sometimes the only way out is through.
Why do we stop, my friend? There is evil somewhere with its small pants yet unsoiled. How dare you? Minsc pretends at nothing, half the way or otherwise. Minsc is an open book, with many pretty pictures. You hear that, Boo? Your keen skills of observation have not gone unnoticed. Our friend wishes to consult your wisdom. So small is Boo that he is often mistaken for a pinecone, and many secrets are spoken in his hearing. He will tell what he knows. But Minsc, of course, will translate. Boo has said it is unkind to speak behind the backs of some of our companions, and unwise to say certain things to their faces. I do not wish to speak of the wizard. I could not have said it better myself. He came to me one night with a little book of mischief, full of words and their meanings. Posterior, he says. Can you say posterior? Pwah, I refused. Minsc does not need to know the language of wizards. It is an inferior word, far too long to use in a battle cry, which is where a butt belongs. Gale would do better to educate himself in the ways of sword and steel than to throw these pointy words at Minsc. Ah, yes, Gale also owns a cat with wings. That is most unnerving for poor Boo. What? That is 1,000 times more interesting than anything that has ever been written in a book. Gale! My good friend! Where are you? Minsc and Boo would like to hear about the exploding!
Be careful.
Looks jammed. That's curious.
In the hell was that?
Why do we stop, my friend? There is evil somewhere within small pants yet unsoiled. Minsc is an open book with many pretty pictures. Who is ready with the musings? Indeed, a berserker after my own heart. Though hers is made of hellish heat and metal and some manner of coin-operated device. I would never think to mock. She is as fine a warrior as any I've met. Mazzy Fenton stretched 2 spans tall. No, better. Karlach is Karlach. Even if all her parts were traded for tin and scrap, Minsc thinks this would still be so. And soon, Karlach will still be Karlach. But Karlach will also be cured. Ha! She knows. A warrior always knows. After all, do you not see the wicked gleam of wisdom in Minsc and Boo's own eyes? Yes, my friend. Minsc is an open book with many pretty pictures. Who is ready with the musings? Ah, the Great Blade of Frontiers. A fine name. Minsc has no idea what it means, but it suits young Will's air of mystery well. It is good to know the city did not go unprotected while I wore pigeon droppings on the wine. Jahira did her part, of course, but she prefers to scowl from the shadows. This city needs a name, a face. Preferably a furry companion, too. Ho ho ho! Minsc would need a title to match. Something to wash away the Stone Lord's stain. The boot of backsides, perhaps? Or... Ay, poo! Evocative, but so... crude. I will stick to simple Minsc.
Who the hell was that?
Is something burdening you? Are you sure that's the best course of action? Confirmed. Until then, I remain at the ready.
Yes, love. Oh, darling, I'm hurt. I thought we had something special. I guess I'll spend my evenings lounging here while you do all the hard work. It sounds awful.
You come to speak of the last time Minsc stood watch? The snoring, it was Boo. Minsc is an open book with many pretty pictures. Boo is ready with the musings. Minsc knows her people well. The skin of the world is thin up in Resheman, and it is easier there for things to slip between the planes. Sometimes these are wonders from other worlds. Sometimes warriors, hungry for plunder. Such visitors have inspired a saying among my people. The children of Gith live long and forget the face of death. And so they come to Reshiman to be reminded. They are raiders, so they raid. Minsc's people are berserkers, and so they get a little grumpy at this. It is no bone-deep blood feud, as it is with the Red Wizards of Thay. No, Minsc has no hatred for Githyanki. It is a fine thing to fight against them. And a fine thing to fight beside them too, I think. Besides, the children of Gith alone have witnessed a sight that I have long yearned to behold.
And for a moment, you share in a vision tinged with his awe. Imaginings of the astral sea, an immense horde of wild space hamsters drifting in the endless expanse.
The Githyanki may have Minsc of Reshiman's ire, sometimes healthy servings of his sword. But for this, and this alone, they shall always have his respect. What is it, my friend? Minsc is an open book, with many pretty pictures. Boo is ready with the musings. Boo has said it is unkind to speak behind the backs of some of our companions, and unwise to say certain things to their faces.
Let's talk. That's the spirit.
You're so adorable when you're thinking what to say. Darling, I thought you'd never ask. Lead on.
Amicus animae.
Nearly there now. You see the city? Up on the hill.
It's up there and we're down here.
That's why we need to walk just a little more.
You can't even guard a blasted shed. It's no wonder we're being replaced by steel watchers.
I heard you tracked down the man responsible for those explosive toys. Good work.
Double the patrols. We're dealing with a maniac here.
Let's crack it open.
No time to rest.
Something over there.
Step carefully. There's a trap.
Watch your back.
Sleep with one eye open, evil. Maybe both.
Almost like a groan.
Well, we're by a windmill taking it all. Probably isn't a glorious post fists, but it isn't a hard one either. If you can't even guard a blasted shit, it's no wonder we're being replaced by steel watchers.
Soon the bastards land under us.
What's the harm in one night? Think of it. Actual sex.
Right there. Let there be the end of it. People will help. Don't make things worse.
You want to let those thugs get away with
The pigeons do the delivering. Why don't you take
whatever it takes?
That was before I saw the giant little monsters.
You remember that spiced apple loaf we had in Waterdeep? The big one.
God, I can practically smell it.
Shut it. Scavenge wherever you can from this mess. We'll make something out of it.
Hurts.
Now you've spoken to the big man. Good to see you. Never thought I'd meet you again, let alone fight on the same side. Glad we both made it out of Grimforge alive, and that I didn't have to use that rune powder to make a point. Funny. You're gonna need that sense of humor here. I overheard you're gonna be helping us fight the good fight. Knew I would have regretted blowing you up. Better get on with it then. Wulbren wouldn't have put his trust in you for nothing. Back again. You stick around like smoke powder stink. Make yourself useful or make yourself scarce.
Gonna help us clear those watchers from the streets?
That bomb will save a lot more people than it kills. Trust me. I've seen what those watchers can do.
Steel is silent. Stone is screaming.
Gondians respond well to reason. So when you meet them, be reasonable.
There's blood here, not yet dried, and no sign of the smith.
Bits and bobs from Dapoland's dancing axe.
Armor, blades, the Rivington General. Oh, not in the leg. Where did he get to? Gildra? Oh, a customer. Sorry. How can I help you? Yes, that's him. He's usually the first one in, but he's not shown up today. It's not the same without the sound of his bellows in the back. And his stories. He tells the best stories. Do you know him? What? Don't joke about that. He'll come back. He always does. He's probably just gone to get more coal for the forge or visit one of the ore mines. And no obituary in the Gazette? Impossible. I don't know why you're insisting on spreading these nasty thoughts, but I'll ask you to kindly keep them to yourself. Now, is there anything you'd like to buy? If not, move along. Not for you to worry about in any case. You're a customer. Is there anything I can do for you?
What now?
Gildra? Oh, a customer. Sorry. How can I help you? Sorry. Yes, you're right. What can I do for you? Of course. Gildro's finest. Come back soon. And if you see Gildro, tell him everything's under control.
Your rib's intact.
Still alive, so that's progress.
You're so adorable when you're thinking what to say. Don't touch me.
Gildra? Oh, no. Just you again. How can I help you? Of course. Gildro's finest. Come back soon. And if you see Gildro, tell him everything's under control.
whole situation stinks. Guild robbers are usually decent enough folk. They take your gold, but they leave your ribs intact.
Yeah, well, this time we won't
Something else. Did you try that diabolist video game?
We loved Father Morgan as you did. Would never hurt him. We had nothing to do with his death. We swear it.
Warns the temple of exactly this.
Times may be hard, but the god on the rack asks that we endure.
Thank you. Now Brilgor's name has been cleared, we can extend our help to the refugees once more.
We would never hurt him. We had
What's he got to say for himself?
Lots of talk about the brilliant future.
I gave you first, so you have to go.
Who adorned these walls? Better to have hung a mirror, taken a good long look at themselves.
Oh, I get it.
A bloody display of murderous power. Baal means to stoke fear, make us cower.
All it does is make Minsc wonder if Boo has already eaten this villain's eyes.
What about the tall one? All right.
Not everyone subscribes to what is mine is yours, it seems.
Baldur, taken by Underly's rage, recovered by her grace. This tombstone shows only the graven initials MT.
Not everyone subscribes to what is mine is yours, it seems.
The stone on this vandalized tomb reads, "Cry a rain of tears, so flowers may bloom over Iris." Earl Brenton, beloved. Defender of the people.
I'm sorry for your loss, but it will be a 10-day before I can take your departed. Maybe more. If you notice any odours before then, treat the body with jasmine, honeysuckle, whatever you can get. I deal with the dead, but the Mortarch tends to them and the living who mourn them. If you have any concerns about strange goings-on, kindly speak to her. She patrols the graveyard. Good day. I'm sorry for your loss, but oh, you're back. Kellenbor's blessings.
Your daughter's casket will have to wait.
What?
Tell me, Sayer, if you leave a poisoned cake in a park and a child dies from eating said cake, are you responsible for the child's death? Such wisdom. Which means you do not even have the excuse of ignorance. You showed a grieving child the ways of... You are not welcome here.
I am not leaving until Lily has a goddamned coffin. I'm sorry, but our baby girl... Our baby...
I know, love. I know. If you're here for a burial, good luck. The carpenter around back claims there's a backlog. We asked for a child-sized coffin, but I said it'll take a month.
...7 years of age. And murdered. What kind of monster hurts a little girl?
Shush, love. We're going to get Lily a coffin, all right? Give her the burial she deserves.
I'm sorry for your loss, but oh, you're back. Kellenbor's blessings.
see Baldur, taken by Umberlee's rage, recovered by her grace.
No one back home will ever believe this.
M. Kerwin, treasured.
Do you know of another grave you can choose? I do. But they strong. We do. You'll not find a casket for your daughter there.
Here! What's he doing? Get them sausage fingers off my crate! Yeah, well, no. I dug in, see? Looking for trinkets. Found them too. And I found them first, so you can find your own bleeding grave to rob. I ain't scared of you. I ain't scared of no one. I ain't doing this by myself. Get your tails up here.
Watch and learn.
No choice but to keep going. Wonder if the gods are watching me.
This feels good. Let's do it.
Swallow your battle cries, fiend, and wash them down with steel! Who is not? So die in silence, evil!
my breath.
Let's have some fun.
Can we fight now? Who is not used to this taking of turns?
Another fight. Let's go. Breathe deep and move.
Hungry for the slaughter.
survival is all that matters. You picked the wrong fight, friend.
Dance macabre. Just take a peek.
Butt kicking, for goodness! No butt is safe from move.
Let my enemies fall.
Come on, can't stay idle.
Flowers say what words mean.
Suggestive nod. You've been...
I feel your breath upon my neck, a soft caress as cold as death. Cold as death. I didn't know you well back then.
Never a dull moment.
Yeah, but I dared you first, so you have to go.
Oh, fingers crossed. Oh, I'm not going in there and getting swallowed by poor devil. Oh, I get it. You're
Just 3 times. Only have to say it 3 times.
You go in first if you want.
Is something burdening you? The party's full. You'll need to make room. Well chosen.
What's on your mind?
I'd be delighted. Though, someone else will need to watch the cook pot, of course. Magical. So, shall we?
At the ready.
Oh, fingers crossed. Oh, I'm not going in there and get swallowed by a devil. Oh, I get it.
Hey, chase the gelatinous cube in the alley.
The Devil's Fee.
Yeah.
That might be worth a look.
This head's a long way from home. Belongs to one of the Fugue Plains death devils. Only a true diabolist would have such an infernal collection. What's that? The horns of a real war devil. But they were a pain to acquire.
I welcome thee to the Devil's Fee, where every hellish curio's a rarity. So merry be, and shop with glee. You must be awfully familiar with our esteemed Archduke to know about a thing like that. Truly. That's remarkable. I like to deal with remarkable people. Very well. You seek answers. Lord Mammon seeks coin. I will happily mediate. Make me an offer. Quite the fitting token. Let it not be said that Lord Mammon's servant does not deal with paupers. But I'm afraid you'll need to offer an awful lot more than that. I'll be keeping the coin, though, of course. The first hit's free, eh? Oh, fine. I'll humor you, mortal. Just this once. You stand before Mammon's picklock, latchkeeper of the 9 hells. My business is not information, nor hellish curios. Not really. I break people into the hells. That's my thing. I can reveal to you that I opened a portal for Lord Gortash. My word, this is embarrassing. Perhaps I should have explained our terms better. You asked what I did for Lord Gortash. You paid the fee, and I answered you. Our pact is complete. Would you like to make another transaction? You are just no fun. Adjusting for inflation, the appreciable value of knowledge, Lord Mammon's tithes. Aha! There we are. Then to piecemeal information we return. You wish for more knowledge? Make me an offer. Now. That would be but a drop in Mammon's oceanic coffers. You can do better. I could remind you that you sought me, not vice versa. But why would I? I shall leave you in your blissful ignorance.
Is something burdening you?
Go ahead. I'm listening.
I welcome thee to the Devil's Fee, where every hellish curio's a rarity. So merry be and shop with glee. Now you've seen what I have for thee. Remember, discretion is key at the Devil's Fee. My most perceptive prospective customer, welcome back. Well, I'm loath to fully repeat myself, so I'll give you the whole tale. For a price, of course. Did I threaten you? Did I force the coin from your purse to mine? No. Pay up. Then you'll hear no more of my tale.
All right, what now?
That's curious.
There's a trap.
Is it hot? You fell for it.
Let's see what you're hiding.
What can we rescue?
Toasty, isn't it?
With ease.
Let's get going.
Enough time wasted. Battle awaits.
Softer than a whisper. Carefully now.
Let's have some fun.
My hand slipped. little sometimes.
The air is ripe with magic.
Incendio V.
Let me work my magic.
You will grow to like Jahira's incense in time. Like chewing herbs and soap, yes? Minsc is honored indeed, but you have not the space, hmm? Minsc and Boo, stand ready. Just tell us where to do it. Who says what?
That's curious. It's gonna pass. Suck.
Conversation with Archduke Baldur.
What's he got to say for himself?
Lots of talk about the brilliant future of Baldur's Gate, city of steel and justice.
Does this mean who's deal with crime and chaos?
I strongly suggest that you reconsider this course of action. Whatever you expect to gain from the Hells is not worth the risk of traveling there uninvited.
With ease.
my most perceptive, prospective customer. Welcome back. Now you've seen what I have for thee. Remember, discretion is key at the Devil's Fee.
It was your idea. Yeah, but I don't. Oh, look how you nailed it. Swallowed by a devil. Oh, I get it. You're scared.
Fully booked. And no, I don't care if your loved one was drowned, strangled, or butchered. I'm not making you a coffin. Why? Because they have a dead kid? Welcome to half the city. Now, you want to bump someone else to the back of the queue? Fine, but it'll cost you. I'd make the damn thing myself, not bother good, hard-working people who are barely making ends meet. Now, bugger off and let me do my damn job. Fully booked. And no, I don't care if your loved one was drowned, strangled, or butchered. I'm not making you a coffin. Then you'll be a long time standing. Now, you want to bump someone else to the back of the queue? Fine, but it'll cost you. Congratulations. You've just guaranteed that I'm making you and the Weepy Duo nothing. Get out of my sight.
This city reeks of evil. Or perhaps Boo just needs to bathe.
Fully booked. And no, I don't care if your loved one was drowned, strangled, or butchered. I'm not making you a coffin. Compassion doesn't make coffins. That said, I could bump someone else to the back of the queue, but it'll cost you. Lost a kid, and I gave him the best send-off I could. Bloody hells. Fine. Tell them they can pick it up at sunset. Now, get out of my sight.
At least things have stayed interesting.
I won't bury Lily without a coffin. I refuse.
No one's suggesting that. You've just got to figure this out.
You did. You hear that, honey?
Lily was our world. Knowing that she'll be able to be put to rest properly makes things easier. Thank you.
I don't like giving you what other people have been picking at, but there's a whole chicken.
Hello. Nice day for a walk.
I wouldn't give you anything I wouldn't eat myself.
Can I have that, please?
We've had supply issues.
You are not going to die. We are all going to die. Some of us only intend to do so in the service of something greater. And to thank Blessed Salona for the honor. Rosette has a transcript of a conversation with Archduke Gord.
Can't bloody believe it. No more puzzles. A travesty.
The beauty of steel and justice.
Does he say anything about the horrible present?
For all we know.
Vanity and pride.
Liquid, anyway. They didn't bring much with them at all. Where's it all coming from?
Something over there.
That is curious.
Wish I bloody knew. His job's a six-hander. We can't do it without him.
Another one who can't take a bit of hard work.
You're so adorable when you're thinking what to say.
Interviews, politics, gossip, all of it gets in that bloody Balder's mouth rat.
There is no reason to provoke him by invading his home.